What's up, everyone? Carpo here. I'm getting ready to go do some grunt work underneath the house I don't want to do. And I'm actually figured perfect time to make a video when I need to get some shit done, right? So I thought I'd come in here first and make a motivation video. Not a motivational video, but rather a video to ask, how do we get motivation to get things done? And I know I've done several videos like this in the past, but whenever I'm in one of those moods where, you know, I'm thinking about what I need to get done, by verbalizing it, it really helps me to, you know, get it out there and force myself to do it. I have a leaky pipe in the kitchen and it was totally annihilating the floor under the cabinet. Got that all fixed, patched the whole thing myself, saved myself money from a plumber. Turned the water on, and then we looked down and it was still leaking in a different place, way down the pipe. So I had to climb underneath the house, go down there, clear all the rat shit away and cobwebs, and cover up the mold and everything. It was just a horrible thing. And then I patched that whole pipe, came back out, turned it on, there was another leak further down the pipe. And this pipe is like half buried in concrete and dirt and whatnot. So I'm not going to give you my whole like house story, but it's really hard to motivate a third time to go down there and do that. And meanwhile, we have to drain everything into a bucket into the sink because the pipe can't be used. So while I was down there, I found another thing that I needed to get done, which was that our dryer vent that had come loose, so it was just blowing into the house. All these little things that I could take care of in a matter of hours, a couple hours, and I slack on them, and I slack on them, and then like, I think I can't be the only one out there, of course, who's a procrastinator. I'm a, you know, major procrastinator, and like, what comes along with that is I'm actually quite frugal as well. Like, I'm always afraid to spend money. I figure, well, I don't know, I was thinking about it, and I thought maybe it's my self-punishment, somewhat, you know, like, I won't get myself anything nice or new because I don't feel like I deserve it. And I know a lot of us share that, you know, it's really hard to feel like we do deserve things. A lot of people don't feel that way, and there were times in my life where I'd always say, well, damn it, I'm working, I'm going to spend all my money on whatever I want. But having kids put you in the position where you're like, okay, obligations. I mean, for example, I've been vaping the same vape for like a year, and I just buy replacement globes from China or whatever for dirt cheap, and I broke my glass the other day. And I was coming home today from the store after I bought some insulation and all this crap to work on the house, and I thought, I'm gonna get myself a new vape because the one I was using was crap. So I bought this one. It's a Kylan, what is it? A Vandy Vape Kylan RTA. It comes with 3 globes, so if I break there's a big one and then 2 smaller ones. Really nice unit. I'm like, well, why have I been using a total piece of crap all this time? And it's not just because I don't want to spend the money. It's because I'm procrastinating on, you know, picking one out. And at the same time, I'm afraid that I'm going to waste money and, like, find a better deal. You know, it's something that I think those of us who grew up poor can probably, a lot of you can relate to. Where, you know, it doesn't matter if I have enough money to shop or not. When I'm at the store, I'm still looking to see how much the generics are and how much this cereal is per ounce and this coffee is compared to this one. And while I will usually get what I want and what I like rather than just buying crap I don't like because it's cheaper, you know, I don't know, it's difficult to live. And I feel like all the things I'm mentioning here, like being frugal, as well as procrastinating, and trying to be motivated, are all tied into this system of being that I can't quite define. That it's a personality trait that a lot of people have. It's that they fall in line with one another, that almost we beat ourselves up over certain things when we don't get things done. And for me personally, I know in my heart that I'm doing okay in life, but I also know that I could do better. But then I have to define what is better, and how do I know I'm doing better? You know what I mean? So, you know, I'll get really motivated to do, I'll start, a couple times, for example, I wanted to do like a video series for YouTube, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to put together all this information and make this series, and then I just totally lose steam. I can't justify it. I'm like, well, I can't just go out and spend all this time making and editing all these videos for nothing, you know, like, not for nothing, but, you know, I don't do it for a living, so I figure that time that I could be doing that, well, maybe I should be working, you know, or putting together, doing paperwork or something I need. But just like spending money and when you have, and you're afraid to spend money because you're too frugal, you can be frugal with your time too. Frugal with what you're willing to do. And for me, that type of define how I hide from getting things done and procrastinate is the very reason why a year or two later, I'm finally going under my house to fix this dryer vent that's been, you know, messed up forever. And these are little things that I can fix in my life that make a huge difference. If I wake up and I don't get anything done, I usually kind of feel bummed out. Not bummed out, but I know in my heart I could have done better. And I take you know, kind of take accountability at the end of the day and think about, what have I done today? I usually do it the next day, but at any rate, I don't want to beat myself up for not doing more, so I figure, well, I'm going to try to do something today, and if I get one small thing accomplished, I feel good about it. And I think all of us feel that way. And I'm only speaking for those of us who are procrastinators. I know at least a few of you are probably the kind of people who get up in the morning and you're go-get-em people. Because guaranteed, you know, a certain percentage of people are just the type that get up and are always busy getting things done. And they never have any... Everybody's got something hanging over their head, of course. And sometimes the people that get things done all the time are the ones that are kind of... They're using that to hide from other things, because I've seen that. That's like the... certain people who clean obsessively because they have a, you know, certain past or guilty conscience or whatnot. There's all different types of people, and the reason we do things are completely different. And all I can do is speak about the feelings that I have in hopes that reflecting off of other people's ideas, you know, maybe some of you might resonate and say, yeah, I feel that way too. So the message that I would want to put across here is that don't beat yourself up if you procrastinated. Don't worry if you're, you know, the one thing I always say when I'm talking about ages is how we have this idea that, you know, you've got to know what you want to do for a living by the time you're 25 and then you retire at 60. It's ludicrous. Even at 42, I'm just finding out what I want to do in life. So it's never too late, you know. Just because we did something in the past or didn't do something by procrastinating doesn't mean that we can't start now to do a better job. And just because the new year's already started doesn't mean we can start it now, you know, and it's not about resolutions. It's just about trying to do a little bit better each day and getting those stupid, mundane, bullshit societal things out of the way is one of those things that helps us to reach higher in other ways. Because, damn it, I don't want to be part of this system. I didn't sign up to pay taxes and to live in a city with certain laws and rules that prevent me from doing this or that. But I also know that societal laws and the whole system, you know, as a whole, we've set this up to try to give us more time to do the things we want by hiring people to do things we don't. And not necessarily that it's worked out that well with this government, but you know what I'm getting at, that it's not worth fighting and fretting against society. We're part of it. We have to be part of it. We can't run to the hills and escape it because we're always within our own minds. So if a person procrastinates and never does anything, it might be easy to just say, well, I want to go live in the mountains, and that's fine, but not if you're hiding from responsibility. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of responsibility when it comes to things that other people think we should do. But when I'm into doing something I really want to do, I go full force. When I'm doing my carpentry or research into something, I'm just so focused. It's in my zone. And I think that's what we're all yearning for, is to be in the zone, but to still be able to relax in our time off. And that's the hardest thing. Because we're different phases throughout the day. One minute we feel relaxed, we want to feel relaxed. The next minute we want to be up and motivated. And we have an amazing system, this body, to work with, and this mind. So I'm going to get this done now. I think I'm feeling it. I'm going to get under the house, and I've been making a video of these little parts of fixing the pipe, and I'm going to go ahead and probably make you know, try to edit them together and make a funny plumbing repair video. So for what it's worth, peace and love. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day.